The real world can really get too much to bear sometimes, and there's no better escape than a high-quality anime with a bit of heartwarming romance and a completely badass and overpowered protagonist. Welcome back to Animeology, because today we've brought for you a list compiling some of the most intriguing magic romance anime with an overpowered main character. So just sit back and take notes, as you would definitely feel like checking these shows out later on. Number 10, when supernatural battles become commonplace. During a regular club meeting, Jirai Ando and friends suddenly find themselves bestowed upon with supernatural powers out of nowhere. Although he's the one most excited about their newly found powers, Ando's own ability is just for show, as it's unable to achieve anything substantial and is completely outclassed by the rest. Despite now tinged with supernatural powers, the lives of the high schoolers remain unchanged, with the looming mystery of how they receive these abilities. However, with the possibility of there being more people with such capabilities, especially those in the dark side, how long will they really be able to continue on with their leisurely everyday life, and how will their relationship develop hereafter? Number 9, Isekai Cheat Magician. Ordinary high schoolers Rin and Taichi have their lives turned upside down after they're magically teleported into a fantasy world. Soon after their arrival, the duo is attacked by a ferocious beast, but luckily saved by some passing adventurers. Following their savior's advice, both Taichi and Rin register at the guild. However, a turn of events takes place as the duo's latent magical abilities reveal them to be the most powerful magicians alive. With that, Taichi and Rin decide to learn to grasp the full extent of these newfound powers while also getting accustomed to this new land. Thus begins a journey of these cheat magicians as they ready to face the challenges that loom over them. Number 8, Grimoire of Zero. In a world of continuous fighting between humans and witches, there exists the Beast Fallen, who are cursed humans with the appearance and ability similar to that of animals. Their incredible strength causes them to be feared by humans and witches likewise. As a result, many Beast Fallen become sellswords, making a living through witch hunting. Despite their enmity, a kind-hearted witch named Zero enlists a Beast Fallen whom she refers to as Mercenary to act as her protector. He travels with Zero and Albus, a young magician, on their search for the Grimoire of Zero, an extremely powerful spellbook which in the wrong hands can bring ruin to the world. Thus unravels a journey unlike any other, where a most unusual trio adventure to save the world. Number 7, In Another World with My Smartphone. Following an unexpected blunder, God accidentally kills Toya Mochizuki with a stray bolt of lightning. To apologize, he offers Toya life in a fantasy world, to which the lad gladly agrees. When asked to bring one thing along, he chooses his smartphone. Upon his arrival, Toya finds the world filled with magic and mysteries, discovering his own affinity to these capabilities. With this strength also comes a harem of maidens who begin viewing him as a romantic partner, which marks the beginning of Toyo's romantic frustrations. All fun things aside, the mysteries of this new world begin to unravel before our protagonist, which end up in him getting involved with different people with different objectives.
お礼ですか？
魔法を教えてくれたお礼なんてね。
Number 6. Cautious Hero. After being summoned by the goddess Restarte to save the world of Gaia Brande from destruction, our hero Ryugu and Seiya prepares himself for the uphill task. However, due to his overly cautious personality, the hunk of a hero spends a very long time training by himself, frustrating Restarte, who eagerly wants to save the world they were assigned.
くらえアトミックスプリットスラッシュ
Even though Seiya's attitude may seem annoying, his cautiousness may be the key to saving this world, especially considering that it is a world where the forces of evil reign superior. However, as they get more allies, will they be able to keep up with Seiya's overly cautious personality, especially Restarte herself, who has to act as the hero's personal support?
まだ生きているかもしれんヘルズファイヤー
Number 5. The Misfit of Demon King Academy.
ほら、あなた見て、私たちの赤ちゃん。
ああ。よし。お前の名前はアノス・ボルディゴードだ。
In the past, a fierce war between humans and demons brought about widespread ruin and bloodshed. To put an end to this conflict, Demon King Anos Voldigold sacrificed his life in hopes of being reborn in a world with a peaceful future. 2 millennia later, he reincarnates, only to find that the level of magic in this world has waned down drastically.
バカめ。俺は死んでもギブアップなどしねえ。加減しても死ぬか。
And rolling into the Magic Academy, another roller coaster hits the Dark Lord when he finds his legacy altered and hidden from the world. However, despite all that, Anos remains unfazed and sets on a mission to uncover the identities of those who altered his legacy. He takes it upon himself to make his descendants realize the truth about him and mark his return as their supreme leader.
俺こそが暴虐の魔王。アノス・ボルディゴードだ。
Number 4. How not to summon a Demon Lord. Takuma Sakamoto, a shut-in and devoid of any social skills, is a master of the fantasy MMORPG cross-rivery, owning the strongest character in the game in the shape of Demon King Diablo. Then, one fateful day, a summoning spell suddenly transports him to another world as Diablo. Greeted by two girls, Rim and Shara, they try to enslave the Dark Lord, only for the spell to backfire, causing them to become his slaves instead. With the situation becoming more and more awkward, Takuma decides to go on a journey with both the girls in order to find a way to unbind their contract, all the while learning to adapt to this new world as the newly born, overpowered Demon Lord. Number 3. Norigami.
行くぞ、友ね。
はい、ヤトさん。
来い短期
Yato is an inconsequential and self-proclaimed delivery god who dreams of one day having millions of followers. He spends his days doing odd jobs for 5 yen apiece, although upsets his weapon partner in doing so, causing her to leave the useless master.
そう俺が売れてから泣きついても知らねえからな
Just as things start looking grim for Yato, his fateful encounter with a middle school girl, Iki Hiyori, changes things. The girl, having separated from her body following an accident, asks the god for help. Yato accepts, but in return asks her to accompany him, to which he hesitantly agrees. With Hiyori by his side, Yato's fate may just turn around as he takes another step in achieving his ultimate goal, with many challenges awaiting him. Number 2. The Rising of the Shield Hero. Summoned by the Kingdom of Meloromark, the 4 cardinal heroes are tasked to tackle the waves of catastrophe. Naofumi Iwatani, among the heroes, is considered one of the weaker ones given his weapon, a shield. Finding himself paired with Meloromark, the shield hero aspires to live up to everyone's expectations. However, all of it comes crumbling down as his own ally accuses him of assault, resulting in instant banishment. Ridiculed and enraged, Naofumi vows revenge on those who betrayed him and sets out on a path clear even not to him. He buys a slave, Raptalia, to counter his lack of offensive capacity and thus begins a journey of revenge, filled with battles and rage moments for the ages. Number 1. 7 Deadly Sins. In the Kingdom of Lioness, the Holy Knights of Britannia use immensely powerful magic to protect the region and its citizens. As per legend, they once defeated a band of knights known as the 7 Deadly Sins, who betrayed the homeland. 10 years later, ironically, the same Holy Knights stage a coup and become the new rulers of the Kingdom of Lioness. The third Princess of Lioness, Elizabeth, departs on a journey to find the 7 Deadly Sins, seeking help to restore their rule. Her adventures eventually lead her to Meliodas, the Dragon Sin, who, taking a liking to the princess, agrees to help. Together, they depart to restore the once mighty 7 Deadly Sins in order to overthrow the Knights of Britannia from the throne.